Substandard products poses significant risks to global economy as nearly 1 in 5 gas cylinders and light cables circulating in low and middle-income countries are substandard or falsified, which have resulted in citizens losing faith in locally manufactured products. In a bid to close this gap, the Standard Organization of Nigeria (SON) has asked manufacturers to maintain standard production procedures to encourage Nigerian consumers to patronize made-in-Nigeria products. Director General SON Malam Farouk Salim made this call in a one-day stakeholder sensitization workshop team. Zero tolerance for substandard products says the nation cannot survive substandard goods as it takes jobs away from the citizens, loss of lives, and crumbles the nation's economy.
The industry is very, very important to the development and the dignity of a nation. We cry a lot about the falling naira. If our industries are doing very well, our currency will not fail. If we base our income based on one commodity, the chances are that even the industry will not survive because the naira will keep going down, the dollar will keep going up. So this all-round discussion that I'm having is to come down to the point of zero tolerance for substandard goods in the market. It's a life and death issue for our nation. It's a life and death issue for the industry. Every industrialist here understands what substandard goods does to their business and their bottom line. People bring substandard goods, manufacture substandard goods in the country, not as many as the imported ones, but we do have wrong elements within the country that do that. What that happens to do, for those who are not industrialists, is the fact that when you have a cheap substandard product in the market, the people who work hard in Nigerian industries pay salaries, pay taxes, pay extra taxes, pay community taxes, pay corporate responsibility programs, build primary school, build give uniforms for children, will have difficulty selling their products in the market. Now, when these products cannot be sold in the market, what happens? You cut down your staff, you cut down to the level of closing the industry. When the industry closes, 500 people, 1,000 people lose their jobs.
Chinyere Egwawo, CEO, PSC Consult, in a presentation, says importation and production of substandard products cannot be separated from terrorism, as she urged Nigerians to patronize made-in-Nigerian products to grow the economy.
So electrical cables, we have them. We have electrical cables, imported electrical cables that even because they know that the Nigerian one is better than theirs, the ones that are imported, they go out there and tell rights made in Nigeria. You can imagine at the port, you see something is coming in, it's already written made in Nigeria, but it's coming out of Nigeria. So we have a lot of fake and substandard electrical products out there in the market. We have electronic and electrical appliances that we use in our homes and offices and hospitals. We have the tires and tubes. We also have the building materials. That one is another area that's is fast growing so terribly that it's almost becoming a monster. We also have the gas cylinder. Look at what we saw here today. People go out, import substandard gas cylinders, come here, refurbish them, paint them, and make them look new, and people go and buy, and they don't know they are buying their debts. We have the mobile phones, automobiles, and including auto spare parts, and even medical equipment and other machines, to mention just but a few. So there are so many of them out there, and their impacts cannot be overemphasized. Every year, Nigeria is groaning under the yoke of substandard products.
Some manufacturers, in their goodwill messages, commend the Standard Organization of Nigeria (SON) for constantly engaging stakeholders and setting standards for manufacturers.
All I can say is, if you allow me to go into the history, two decades ago, people would also look at SON as a government parastatal as any other parastatal of the government. But then they have come a long way down there. They have been pushy, they have been appropriate, they have been on time, they have been demanding, which is good. And they have pushed lines. So by virtue of that, we have also learned so many things.
Been said that cables in Nigeria, made in Nigeria, they are par with international standards. And we would not have achieved that without the help of SON. I should make that very clear. We really would not have achieved that without the help of SON. So being here today, representing the rest of my industry, is a big deal for us and a big deal for SON, because we represent exactly what SON stands for. And everything that we aim to do is to continue to hold that representation and not let it fail. And
SON has been a life-touching organization to companies, and my company is one of those companies in the water industry. Our product, Aqua Seed, SON has really done a lot for us. From the first day, their quarterly visit has been awesome. They don't fail. 4 times in a year, they're always there. Even during the period of the pandemic, they're always there to make sure that we are doing the right thing.
Brownson, Unwana, for Lenson Maritime.